Would you like some Tony Hinchcliffe material that no one's talking about? Would you like to see it? We're talking about rise to power this week on Redbar. And you see, we have our rise to power list here. Many men rising to power lately. Tony Hinchcliffe being one that's truly rising to the place that he's always wanted to be. You know, his whole life. I happen to see, and I'm not going to tell you how I found these pictures. They were sent to me. And I don't actually encourage this. A lot of people, I'll tell you this, they send me people's pictures of their houses and phone numbers and addresses, thinking that I'll want to use this for something. We don't. We don't want anyone's address. I mean, I'll look at the pictures if you got them. But I happened to see Tony Hinchcliffe's childhood homes, 3 in a row. Somebody was claiming that some of his childhood stories were made up. One in particular that involves what the outside of his childhood home looked like. And they had sent me 3 versions of all 3 childhood homes. They had watched as his mom purchased homes throughout her life and showed me all of Tony's childhood homes in order. Really, it was an email that sent to me. I did not even respond, I don't think, to this because I don't. It's nobody. But what I saw, and I wish I could show you these pictures. Dude, he grew up in like a haunted house. I don't know how else to describe it. You ever like driven down a country road in the middle of nowhere that's got nothing going on and it's just a narrow road where you see just 2 dirt tire tracks in the grass and it goes out to a haunted old shack? That was his first home. I swear to God.
Say that he was actually rich. That
no.
would be better.
Like, I'm not talking about like a poor person's house. I'm talking a haunted house that you go in, you sneak in to film. Like an abandoned haunted house. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Like, you see these places, like if you're going down the highway and you're going past a farm and there's like a broken down house.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's right.
Okay, listen to this. The second home he lived in was even fucking scarier. It was, I could only describe it as white projects. Like 2 row homes that were like 2 long trailers, but also in the middle of a giant field, like not in an urban area. In the middle of like a giant field, these row homes where you would see like the people on the Appalachian Trail live, you know, like those psycho hillbillies. And then it got me thinking, and then the third house was like no better, a little bit more of an upgrade. I'm thinking, wait, like we're assuming like Tony is from like a metropolitan area. I don't think he is. He's like a straight up like, what do they call that? Like a inbred hillbilly. Yes. I'm not kidding. So when you look at his face now, like his features to me are like that of like an inbred sewer goon. Like, have you seen the movie Gummo? He grew up in like a Gummo-like environment, not the hood. There's nothing hood about that. Like, people from the hood are scared of this place. I wish I could show you. He grew up like Gummo, shooting BB guns in an old grandmother's toes. Sitting around in a bathtub of brown liquid while eating spaghetti. That kind of shit. Here, the best way I could describe his childhood, see Gummo. It is banned on all streaming. You could barely find this. You got to go on eBay to get this film. Gummo. It's by the guy who did Kids. It's by the guy who did Spring Breakers, my favorite movie. The outfit I'm dressed as today, Spring Breaker. Gummo, and I've been dying for Jules to see it. We have it on DVD. I can't get myself to put a DVD in. It feels too old. So that's some insight on Tony that I have for you. I want you to all reimagine him when you see his big twisted lips now. You'll see, I'll do a zoom in. When you see the shape of his head and his big ears sticking out, he's like the kid from Gummo.
On Two Bears, One Cave, he describes his neighborhood as diabolically insane to the human eye. So
see, that's what I mean. But I always thought he was here. This is Tony as a kid. Look at this shit. This is the level I'm talking about here. So we're not talking about, oh, he's from like the hood, like Oh, I'm thinking, there's like b-ball playing going on. No. He's from this type of a hood. This disgusting inbred white trash eating spaghetti in the sewer type of environment. This was Tony riding around town with his, and by the way, have you seen pictures of him as a kid? He looks like one of these freaks. Let me see if I have any more pictures of Tony's growing up, because this is a great way to show you without showing you. Where did Gummo take place? Can you look that up real quick? What city was Gummo based in? And if they say Ohio, I'm going to flip. Because
Xenia, Ohio.
Youngstone.
Okay.
Youngstown Radio. So they're kind of from the same place. And I'm just putting this Gummo thing together right now. There's not a lot of imagery from Gummo, believe it or not, out there. Here. This is like where Tony would hang out. This is what Tony was calling the hood. It's like, yeah, the white trash hillbilly inbred hood, yeah. Okay. Now I understand. That's not cool. I don't want to, and I think that really, now I see him as this person. This guy actually grew up to be the guitarist from Blink-182. Tom. So he got out fine. Okay, well, so that was something I wanted to tell you.
So his rise to power has been significant, you're saying?
He's had a big rise to power right now from his Tom Brady roast. This is the thing. Everyone's going, he's undeniable now. He did the Tom Brady roast. Well, I came on here like a hater-ass, and I go, well, he had 20 writers for the roast. These are basically the same old roast jokes, just done, in a way that was a little bit different. And, the proof is in the pudding. We watch Kill Tony every week. I've seen every episode of Kill Tony that's ever aired. He's bombing constantly and clunkily trying to find his words all the time. All of a sudden, you don't see? Well, this is highly written and edited. They said, no, Mike, no. He's the king of the roast. He's great. Okay. Well, look what we found, and I don't see anyone talking about this. Let me show you this one. And this is startling. So let's do his Tom Brady roast.
First, do you want to show that video of him smoking to set the scene for Tony?
Yes, I absolutely want to show that. And then we've got a bust coming up. Spoiler alert, there's a Tony bust. Okay, where's the smoking? I'm in next.
The top one.
Discusses his recent success.
Yes.
Crackamico status. It's saying, sorry, that post has been deleted. You're going to have to find that
There's
somewhere else.
There's a second one just
Why
in
would
case.
Crackamico delete his post? There's a second one here, Facebook. I got to show you this because this is one of those things I would scroll right past. I'm trying to get it to load here. Give me a sec.
Here, wait, I got a YouTube version that I'll send you
YouTube version. Send it over.
Texted it to you.
So this video, I got this video of Tony sent to me hundreds of times this week. So much so that I actually started watching it. I said, ha to about 50 people who sent me this video. Then I finally watch it. This must have struck a nerve with some people. Tony, and we'll show you some of his stuff on Two Bears, One Cave coming up. He is high on his own supply, which could be the death of a guy.
So
people
true.
don't like that. They don't like the smugness. And he's not doing it in a comical way. He's not doing it in the way his character would do it. When you see him on Two Bears, when you see this clip that was sent to me hundreds of times, also sent to me by people outside of this community of haters. I had like normal people sending this to me too, going, dude. And everybody had the same thing. They just sent the video and expected me to share the same emotion they're feeling. So let's watch that video that I'm talking about that everybody is sending me while they shake their heads. Let's see this. So it's Tony.
You were a superstar.
I hate these. You were a superstar. So it's Tony outside smoking. I've always had a problem with how Tony smokes. It's not natural. It's weird. It's almost like very weird. It's like he grew up not smoking, but always wanted to smoke. I don't know. If you grew up smoking, you'd be a little bit more casual. He's always like this, staring down the barrel of the gun. I always say that people smoking, when they do this, like they're doing a full sip, they look at what they're smoking and keep their eyes open. That looks foolish. It looks girly. It looks retarded. It looks like you're fake smoking. This is how a real man smokes. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on here. This thing's got a mind of its own. It's just a comfortable little thing. Tony's always... Did you see that? Cigarettes. And it's like, how could anyone stomach that? I'm glad there's still people who can't stomach him. This is the video. Let's see what happens here.
And if you only knew, I'm about to spill the beans on these mother. They don't even know. I'm about to give them the whole inside scoop about how it was supposed to be a short set. They wanted to keep me at the table. They didn't want me to make fun of this. They didn't want me to make fun of that. And then we said, okay.
And then you just get up there and you just...
Right.
Look at
the world. They gave me a chance. You know what I mean? They gave a hungry wolf.
This is almost should be like he didn't know he was being filmed.
I was going to say, does he know that this
Oh,
was
he
being
know,
recorded?
of course, 100%, but he shouldn't.
That's crazy.
Talking like this type of, and he really thinks he's a king. To talk like this in front of people, this is the defect that only a gummo inbred, I want this inbred, Tony inbred, inbred. Look at him, he looks, he's inbred, bro. That's a new one. I bet you never thought we were going to start doing this with him. And he knows, that's his big secret. That's why he hates trans people and all this. Because his whole family is basically trans with the inside incest. I guarantee he's done it all with everyone. That's just a guarantee. That's not defamation. It's a guarantee from what I believe.
We have to give your money back if we're wrong.
Yes. So I'm investigating that, but just let's see how he's acting. And this is somebody going, dude, you killed it. What are they gassing him? What are they saying to get him to say
the
this?
roast.
The roast, man. You were great at the roast.
A chance at showing what I can do.
But you were a superstar coming out of that thing.
And if you only knew, I'm about to spill the beans on these mother. They don't even know. I'm about to give them the whole inside scoop about how it was supposed to be a short set. They wanted to keep me at the table. They didn't want me to make fun
Travis
of this.
Kelce
They didn't want
all
me
of
to
a
make
sudden.
fun of that. And then we said, okay.
And then you just get up there and you just...
Right.
He does this.
The world. They gave me a chance. You know what I mean? They gave a hungry.
That's
wolf a
nothing.
chance.
So this is nothing compared to the behavior on Two Bears, One Cave that he did with Bert and Tom, which is a real interesting watch. But this made people mad. I mean, really, I get messages and I get tons of duplicates when I say hundreds of times. I don't get other stuff hundreds of times. This really struck a chord with people this week, and I could see why. I'm hoping Tony continues this path of thinking he's the best in the world. But before he does, I'd like to show the world his best joke from the roast that everybody crowned him king over. Okay? So I'm going to show you that. Let me open... Oops. Stuff's disappearing. Okay. Let me open this. The Tom Brady roast. Okay. Is this queued up here? Let's see. Do we have a time? 1:54:45. Okay, yeah, I think it's queued up. Everybody remembers this moment from the roast, and they're crowning Tony victorious for this one. This is one that stuck up.
Schultz's mom is a professional ballroom dancer, which means she's a stripper
The one
that
about
talks
Bert
too much.
coming up.
Bert Kreischer is a king. He looks like if the Tiger King and the Liver King only ate Burger King and had a liver that looked like Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King.
Okay. Certified. Look at Schultz. Look at Schultz kicking him in the rear.
Look at Bert.
Look at Bert. So this destroyed at the roast. So Tony's the best, isn't he? Or is he? Let's hear that one more time.
MJ.
Nope,
Nice,
not
Sam.
MJ.
How to dap up black dude.
Yep. There it comes. Oh, the kick. Skipped
Tiger
it.
King. Schultz's mom is a professional ballroom dancer, which means she's a stripper that talks too much. Bert Kreischer is a king. He looks like if the Tiger King and the Liver King only ate Burger King and had a liver that looked like Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King.
Okay. Boom! Explode! Murder! Oh! Watching Schultz, that made me want to kill myself. Look at this.
And how about the appearance?
Okay, all right. Look at Bert's face. I mean, look, Bert is left. He is so honored that that joke killed and he was involved. Because he didn't kill, but like he is just honored that something killed and his face is on the screen.
Robin Tran
Look at him. He's crying. Go ahead.
Robin Tran says, 6 years ago, Tony was judging at Roast Battle and kept making jokes about one of the competitors' brothers dying. And the comedian said, losing my brother was the hardest thing I ever went through until I saw your Netflix special and the room erupted and Tony was livid.
Yes, he gets livid from this stuff. Okay, so you heard the Liver King, Rodney King, Martin Luther King, right? I have something to show you. And I ask, what is this about?
Freak.
We cut to Snoop Dogg, and this is from the roast of Donald Trump. Is that right? Snoop Dogg? We should have this all in the note. Okay. Find out. Can you just read through the note and see what the info is? If it's
so apparently this clip is from the Trump roast 2011. And Tony started writing.
Wait. That's all you need to say. So this is from the Donald Trump roast in 2011, and we're watching Snoop Dogg on stage. 2011, Donald Trump roast. How many years ago is that, Jules? 2024 minus 2011. Can you do 13. That math for me? How many?
13.
13? Okay. 13 years ago. Listen to this.
Lisa fucked Larry King, Don King, Rodney King, and Billie Jean King in a Burger King bathroom. This is an ugly business, man.
Okay, well, what the fuck? You want to hear that again? This is awfully similar to Tony's best joke. Snoop?
Freak. Lisa fucked Larry King, Don King, Rodney King, and Billie Jean King in a Burger King bathroom. Wow. This is an ugly...
Okay, so first time I saw that, my first instinct was, oh, Tony wrote that for Snoop Dogg back then when he was writing for these roasts, and he's reusing his old joke that he wrote for Snoop Dogg all those years ago. But then they tell me this, that Tony didn't start working for the roasts until much later. Where is that part? I'm trying to find all these.
It's just at the top in that little paragraph.
Okay, so it says Tony didn't start writing for the Comedy Central roast until 2013. So what's going on here with the duplicate joke? Well, that's the one he's being praised for. So I would like Tony to explain this to us. Maybe there's a simple explanation, but a 13-year-old joke, that's what we're all applauding? At the very minimum, it's a reused 13-year-old joke, right?
Yep.
That's what we're all applauding.
No
At the very
kings.
most, did you steal it from Snoop Dogg? Did Jeff Ross write this for Snoop Dogg, and he also wrote yours, and there was a mix-up in memory? What's the story? Guys, let's get Tony to answer. Put this clip everywhere. Edit it nicely. Thank you. Make it back to back. Make it nice and easy. Okay. Very cool.
Bert Kreischer is a king. He looks like the Tiger King and the Liver King only ate Burger King and had a liver that looked like Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King.
Okay. Listen to this.
Lisa fucked Larry King, Don King, Rodney King, and Billie Jean King in a Burger King bathroom. This is an ugly business, man.
Okay, well, what the fuck?